I'm gonna be teaching you how to play Basketball Legends in Roblox. And if you're like a 20 overall, like one of these guys, then I can like teach you. So first, what you're gonna do is you're gonna enter into the practice court. If you don't know where the practice court is, let me show you. All right, so this is where you spawn, and then you're gonna turn around, and then, but if you're that, you can just click practice court. It's really easy. And next, position where you're wide open. Anyways, and now you see these button options. You can use one of these, the button options on the right. For beginners, you can use cross. For 20 or 30 overalls, you can use pump fake. And you can also use hezzy, cross, step back. But if you're one of the advanced like me, we'll get into that later. So what you want to do is that you want to go to your settings, and then you're gonna go to your maximum frame rate. Always set it to 60 FPS. If you set your max to 240 FPS, that won't be good. So always set it to 60 FPS, because this is what happens if you set it to 200 FPS. I mean, that can happen, but most of the time this can happen. Yeah. So always set it to 60 FPS. Alright, that's good. Now, this is what will, so most of the times, play, beginner players who just started the game will do like this. They just click E to shoot, and most of the times we missed it. Also, they also hold it for too long, which causes it to be very, very late. So I recommend you not being late. So what you want to do is grab your ball again, and make sure you are holding for 500, at least 500 to 800 milliseconds. This is how it should go, like that. So always hold it for 500 milliseconds, like this, or just or closely watch the bar. Closely watch the bar fill. Like, if the bar is at full, immediately let go if it's at full. I mean, it's sometimes not work, but it's a good method. So if it's like immediately at full, immediately let go. Dribbling. So I already told you about the cross, the hezzy, the step back. Oh, that's way off. So if you're in situation, most people will try to target you, and so what you want to do is probably step back or cross. But if you're like in a 2v2 or 5v5, or any multiplayer match, you're gonna need to pass to a teammate probably. And but if you're in a 1v1 like a solo, then make sure to step back, crossover, step, or probably try this post move. Like for example, not that. Like let me give you an example. So for example, you're gonna go right here, and I know for some beginners this is not for you, so it's better if you just step back, or if you don't have post, just move left to the right, left to the right, left to the right until you shoot, or until the opponent gets distracted. Like move right. Like let me show you an example. So you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna shoot. Like, yeah. But if you're, let me check. But if you're like a 40 overall or above, like these guys below me, then you're gonna do from here, and then you're gonna post them until they get like screened or something, and then you're gonna go to the 3-point line and shoot. Now next, let's talk about defense. So pretend I'm defending this guy. He's 0 out of 0. So let's pretend I'm defending him. Always have your guard up no matter what. I know on the practice court you can't have your guard up because it's just like that. I don't know why. But always have your guard up if you're in one match. So like, he's missing a lot of layups. So always have your guard up. But this is a big mistake that a lot of people make. I've made this mistake many times. Never only guard the person with the ball, because I'm sure if you've played Basketball Legends before, you've seen a lot of people guard you've seen a lot of people guard the same person at once. Never do that, because if you do, they can most likely pass it to their teammate, or so they can usually pass to their teammates, which is pretty bad. And yeah, like for example, pretend that there's like 5 people on this guy, and he passes it to the guy who's walking out. I don't know. I know that's not possible. I don't want to get hate for that or anything, but let's just pretend. And like pretend there's 5 people on this guy, and he passes it to the guy who just walked out, and or he just passes it to me, and I'm wide open. So always only guard one person. Only guard one single person at a time. If you want to get the steal, I know, but it's just a game. It's really not that important. But yeah. So make sure to only guard one person. Do not guard one person. Do not do. I don't like one. I don't like 5 people at one on one person. I like one person on one person. That's how I say it. Because they have a chance of passing it, and they might be wide open. All right. So next, we're gonna talk about perfection. Don't use scripts. If you're a 70 overall, you'll unlock all skills. So let's do this for intermediate now. If you're intermediate, then that means you're 50 overall and above. So when you reach 60 overall, you reach this thing called a lob. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention one tip for beginners. Don't never dunk. I think I already said that, but never dunk. So probably when you're like a 50 or a 60 overall, you unlock this thing called lob. Always do it in the front, because click V to lob. And if you click V to lob on the side or corner, it's not gonna lob perfectly. And if you're planning to dunk or shoot when you want to lob it, never do it on the sides or the corners. Always do it in the front. Like, for example, this. Do immediately. Oh yeah. And if you're planning to dunk, this is how it should go. Oh, I missed that. But if you're planning to dunk, don't do it from like from the free throw line. Always do it past the free throw line like this. Yeah, like that. Planning to do a layup, it won't be like shoot, because you might do it metacore. It has a chance of going in if it's metacore, but always hold it like for 500 milliseconds again. And yeah, that's pretty much all for. But if you're advanced, but here's a tip for advanced people. If you're trying to do the Euro step, this might happen. It might be an early shot. So whenever you're doing it, so let me teach you the Euro step. So you're gonna move forward and then click F, and then yeah, see, that might happen. F while moving forwards and then holding it. So you're gonna have to do 3 things at once: moving forward, clicking F and then holding it while clicking F at all once in a 1v1. And they can pass, so only one person on one person. And when you're shooting, always hold it for 500 to 800 milliseconds. Oh, and that's my bad. And same thing for Euro step. So you're gonna have to do 3 things at once for Euro step. Move forward, click F, and then move forward, click F, and then hold it for 500 milliseconds. Yeah. So let's do these steps in a 1v1. See, he's only dunking. I can see that, but don't dunk. And they can also trick you. If they're only dunking, some people will probably try to go to the center and then guard, but that's actually a big trick. Because they can probably actually shoot, and if they're dunking in the first part, do not go to the center and guard it, because that's a big mistake. They can also shoot, and they're trying to trick you for it. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm more mid-range. I don't usually shoot threes, but I'm trying to. Yeah. And never shoot a deep three. Do not go past the lines. These white lines, see? Yeah, never go past them. Only if it's perfect. Only if it's perfect. Because if it's good or great, I mean, great can sometimes go in, but most of the times it cannot. So only perfect. Do not use cheats. Do not. And as you can see, I also make mistakes. And that's a Euro step. But as you can see, I was also covered. Oh. See, he can shoot. He was trying to trick me, as you can see. And never fall for a pump fake. Oh. But as you can see, there's this thing called a takeback violation. So let me explain a takeback violation to you. So a takeback violation is basically like, for example, pretend your opponent is shooting, but I don't know how those. But pretend your opponent is shooting and the ball touches rim and he misses. And since it touches rim, pretend you get the rebound. And imagine that you shoot it or dunk it, and you're still in the paint. If you shoot it and make it, it'll be called a takeback violation. So let me tell you how to avoid this. So basically, to avoid this, if your teammate is on, if your opponent is on offense and he's trying to shoot, and it touches rim and he misses, take it back. Like, go to the 3-point line and then go back inside the paint and then shoot it again. Yeah. And yeah. Like, see, his touched rim. So, and now I'm back at the 3-point line, and I just wanted to. So I wasn't fully finished explaining what a takeback violation was. So let's go to the practice court and explain. So pretend I have an imaginary opponent, and I miss the shot. If it touches backboard or any board, and then I get the ball and then shoot it, but I'm still inside the paint, it'll be a takeback violation. So if I miss it again, and then I was on defense and I grabbed the rebound, I gotta go right here and then go back in the paint. So you gotta go to the 3-point line if your opponent is on offense and misses the shot and it touches rim or any part of the backboard, and you're on defense and you're back on offense. You gotta go to the 3-point line and then go back in the paint if you want to shoot in the paint. Yeah. So but if you're on offense and miss the shot but get the rebound, then you don't have to take it back. So that is for today's video, guys. That is how you play Basketball Legends. If I missed anything, please comment it. Not forcing. And that is for today's video. Hope you learned anything, and that's peace.